Lights out, phones down. It's Friday the 13th, a night when the truth is scarier than the fiction that fake news media has been feeding you. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative, and this is Friday Night Reset. And tonight, we are just looking into the obvious, and we're shining a floodlight right into it. The Epstein files are bleeding out. The left is putting up their rage to a fever pitch, and my inbox is overflowing with the reality the mainstream media is too terrified to touch. You're not alone. You're not crazy. You're exactly where you need to be. So let's get started, shall we? The unredacted files hitting the light this week aren't just names on the ledger. They are a roadmap to depravity. We are talking about 3.5 million records, and the DOJ has been sitting on the most sickening parts, like they're protecting a state secret or something. And why? Because they are. Tonight, we are looking at the human inventory logs. They think about that. Well, just think about that for a second. These weren't just guest lists. These are spreadsheets. Young women categorized by traits like they were a blind item in a warehouse. It's cold, it's calculated, and it is purely demonic. And let's talk about the global web, shall we? We're seeing names like Sultan Ahmad bin Salami pop up, emails describing torture videos. This wasn't just a private island getaway. This was an international blackmail machine designed to compromise the very people who run our world. But here's the scariest part tonight, guys. It's Friday the 13th. And the missing tapes, we know the FBI raided the New Mexico ranch. We know there was a sophisticated surveillance system in every room of that mansion. So where's the footage? The DOJ says they can't account for it. Really? How surprised are we of that, right? They can't account for it because those tapes played on every single American tonight. The entire establishment would crumble by sunrise. They're protecting the victims, they say. They're protecting the predators. That's who they're protecting, who are still in boardrooms and government offices. It's disgusting. It's a betrayal of every mother and father in this country. And while the left screams about justice, they stay silent on the most prolific child trafficking operation in modern history, because the trail leads right to their doorstep. But tonight on the reset, the silence ends. And you don't think for a second that the chaos we see on our streets is an accident, right, guys? We'll uncover these horrors. The left is busy feeding a different kind of monster. Their violent rhetoric isn't just passionate politics. It's a dog whistle for the mentally unstable. When you tell people the world is ending and their neighbors are the enemy of the state, you are lighting a fuse on a human time bomb. And we are seeing it every day. And tonight, I'm going to show you direct line between the words of the Democrats and the violence in our streets. They aren't just lighting a fuse on human time bombs. They are handing out the matches and waiting for the explosion. But not tonight. Not on this watch. We've got the files. We've got the emails. We've got the truth they're trying to bury under the floorboards. So if you're ready to see what actually is behind the curtain, stay right here. When you are, we've got it all coming right up. The inbox is open and the Friday night reset has begun. And the viewpoint is strictly conservative. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative, and this is the Friday night reset. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. Sorry. Got a little cough there, got a little tickle in there, right there. How are you guys on this Friday night? Friday the 13th, actually. Isn't that great? Couldn't beat Friday the 13th. It had the internet. I love it. Can't beat that stuff. Gotta love that. There we go. Let me look down through here real quick. All right. I'm looking up here real fast. I'm looking at my other sites. But hey, guys, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you. Glad to see you guys working out here. We're going to see what's going on. And we got a lot to cover up tonight, guys. But we're going to give some shout outs real quick so we can get over here and turn down the tear down the fucking curtain, Charlie. Well, yeah, what curtain? Hey, all right, guys, here we go. Let me see who we got rocking tonight. We got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, we got X. Yes, we do. We got Rumble, we got Kick, we got the Getter Gang over here. Let's give a shout out to them. Where the hell's my glasses? I gotta have the glasses on. Nope, I don't need them for that one. I do need them for over here in Rumble, though. So let's get a shout out with whatever I know. It's Radical Right Showing Justice over there. If I can get the right damn, I got to get my other. I got two computers. I got to remember which one I'm doing here. Radical Right Showing Justice is over here somewhere. There he is, right up there. Okay, guys. And we got Shell. Hi, Shell. Let's keep going down the list here. We got Cat. Hi, Cat. Cat and K3 Cat is over here. And there's one Dover somewhere. Conrad. What's going on, Conrad? And Cat's going to be in listening mode, but can't chat. Having bad problems. Oh, that's not good, Cat. I hope you feel better, Cat. Mr. Joe Public himself, right there he is. Okay, there he is. Cecil 1776. What's up, guys and ladies and gentlemen? The Getter Gang, what's happening all? Nice to see all of you guys. I'm going down through the list here. Texas John somewhere in there. There he is. All right, guys. Welcome, everyone, to the show. Let's shoot over here to Rumble, and we've got somebody, Texas John, over here, kicking it off over here. Right there he is. And we got Colin from Scotland. We got Greg Carnes Jr. I saw he got a nice new truck. Yes, he did. I saw it. It was looking good. So there, he good. It seems going good over there, guys. Fixer, what happened, Fix? What's going on, man? Marianne, the lovely Marianne, is in the house over here on Rumble. There she is, guys. Hey, yes, we got a lot going on, guys. So we're going to get busy. We got a lot over here. We got people kicking it off in X over here. So make sure you guys get over here and say hi to me. Jump on in there and say hi so we can have some nice conversations tonight. It's going to be a lot of stuff. We're going to get into some videos. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. So let's get busy. We're going to rock it out tonight. All right, here we go. Let's start off with the FBI increases the reward, which we talked about yesterday on the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. We'll use that word right now to see what's going on. They're not getting any closer than what they have been. There's a lot of reports coming in here. It kind of repeats everything that we went over for the past so many days about the backpack. And what is this? A new TMZ email contains ominous remarks related to Nancy Guthrie case. They've set up a tent, and it keeps moving every which way but loose, and it never failed. And the sheriff in the Guthrie case is withholding key evidence. We talked about yesterday. He says, no, I'm not. They're not getting along whatsoever. Well, you're run by a Democrat state right there, a corrupt Democrat governor. What do you expect from when the FBI and the sheriff's not getting along, and the FBI has not taken over the case, according to the last thing I saw? So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. It is a clown show, Joe Public, and it's an absolute clown show. And these people can't get along to find one poor 84-year-old woman that's been gone for what now, 12 days? And she's a sick woman, and this is ridiculous. FBI brings in forensic height camera. They're starting to do that. Evidence in the Guthrie case released by the FBI. Photos and videos shows a masked individual appearing with tamper with the camera that we showed you yesterday. And she was reported missing on February 1st. And this is what, the 13th? So yes, we got 12 days in, and they are no closer to finding her than they were on February 1st. So Arizona sheriff blocking FBI from the key evidence and escalating Guthrie cases, the sources say. It never fails when this goes on. People got a power trip. They think they're gonna. What are they doing? Are they hiding something? Is this why they don't want to share evidence? And the sheriff gets on and say, "I'm not doing nothing," like a little kid. They're lying. I'm not lying. And what are they doing? They're hiding. They're not trying to work together. This should be a team effort to try to find this old lady. And it's not. They're pathetic. Exactly, Joe Public. We said that yesterday. This guy's 5'9", or wait, maybe 5'10", average build with a backpack. How many people does that describe? The whole fucking United States. That's who. This is pathetic. I tell you what. This is sad, is what it is. When you guys can't get along long enough to find this old lady and get her back to her family, they're pathetic. Yeah, DEI hire. Exactly, John. These are people are so pathetic, it's unreal. So let's keep going. Let's get at some here. What do we got? Rock. We got the Rock Justice in the house over here too in Rumble. Yes, we are being watched, Mary Ann. That is a fact. Everybody gets watched except for that poor old lady that could have been kidnapped or wandered off by a head injury. When she fell, the blood was right there on her porch, but nobody could find her. It's just pretty strange, right? But you can go search down the J6 committee or the J6 people that were in the Capitol, legally in that Capitol, and arrest them real fast. You can ping their phone, no problem. We got them. But you can't find one little old lady in 12 days? They're pathetic. What else we got here? Trump faces the biggest fake news ever. Here we go. Let's listen to this. Oh, yeah. This is in Germany. He says, I'm proud to stand here in the opening of the Munich Security Conference, surrounded by heads of states, generals, diplomats, intelligence officers, and political thinkers from across the globe. But I must admit, I'm surprised by one question I keep getting from dignitaries. The question that seems oddly personal given the gravity of the gathering. How's Donald Trump's health? The Democrats have been spreading lies because they were caught propping up Weekend at Biden's for 4 years. So now they're sitting there trying to put out saying that Trump has Alzheimer's. He suffered from stroke. He had all these problems. He got problems like crazy. And these dignitaries believe him. And there's not a damn thing wrong with Trump. But because they got caught with a fake president who was not running this country, now they're going to try to put it off on Trump. Trump is the picture perfect of health compared to Joe Biden. And these dumbass Democrats got to lie their way to try to get back into power again. They lie constantly. They're as bad as Muslims, I think, of being liars. Muslims are liars constantly. It's a fact. They would her, but through her prison. Fulton County, Georgia admits they rigged the election. Exactly, Radical Right. They admitted to it. We talked about that, a couple days ago? They admitted to rigging the 2020 election. Now, are we going to see anything done about it? I doubt it, but we'll see with that. Thank you for that one, Radical Right. Nancy, here we go. Let's get into some of the Epstein files, guys. I put this in real quick because you got to hear this. Nancy Mace says she's seen the unredacted Epstein list, which shields prime ministers and former presidents. But tell me it's not true, because the FBI already said they've done nothing. There was no sex trafficking here, right? Listen to this. Mace appears on Piers Morgan's show in a video posted on YouTube, shared some of the reactions, what she found after being able to view the unredacted documents. You would be shocked, Piers, of some of the names that I've seen that came across the DOJ's email that the DOJ is protecting. I believe Nancy Mace when she talks like this. And we are talking about people on both sides of the aisle. This is not a Democrat thing. This is not a Republican thing. It's both. We are talking about famous people, rich people, people in power, prime ministers, former president, etc. Media personalities that are named in these files. That is why I say this is going to go down as one of the greatest cover-ups in American histories. She said, adding that she doubted justice would ever surface. This kind of thing cannot continue to go on, she says. You'd be surprised, shocked even some of the names in the files, she said moments later. In multiple posts on social media, Mace vented her rage at redactions that remain and said she would make everything public. This is what needs to happen because they are lying to us and there are still names to be out there. They're protecting the pedophiles on both sides, guys. We're not sticking up for Trump administration or putting down Democrats. They're all equally guilty. And it's there. They've saw them. They've seen them, sorry. And they're not doing a damn thing about it, guys. This is why we continue to say we are being played by both sides. It's as simple as that. She should name them. You are absolutely right, Radical Right. Mace is trying to stay relevant since the toilet scandal in Congress went nowhere. I don't think she's going to have a problem with that one. But let's move on to this one, guys. Cannibalism. Oh, yes, you heard me right. Hold on. Lauren Boebert says unredacted Epstein files far worse than imagined. Raises questions about alleged code words and human consumption. Oh, yeah, we got this by. They weren't only pedophiling these kids, they were eating them also. And what was that androchrome stuff? Oh, yeah. Get Rumble going again here. Deceiving infidels is allowed to encourage by the Islamic invaders. Yep. Protecting and keeping it secret allows them to still be manipulated. Absolutely, Fix. Now listen to this. In an interview on Newsmax, Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert warned that the long-concealed, unredacted Epstein files are much darker than the public has ever been led to believe, suggesting they contain disturbing code words referencing to consumption and clues that might point to elite cannibalism and human meat trafficking. There you go. Beef jerky, French fried taters. That's right. Boebert, who joined a select group of lawmakers given access to pages of newly opened files after the passage of the Epstein File Transparency Act, told host Rob Schmidt that what she saw went far beyond established narrative of sex trafficking and abuse. According to Boebert, this seems that it wasn't only the trafficking of young girls, as the narrative suggests, but there are code words that suggest Jeffrey Epstein and his associates could maybe even be engaging in some consumption. Is that human consumption? That's with a question mark. And are there code words? There's a lot of talk about beef jerky. Thank you there, Radical Right. There is a restaurant called The Cannibal, where the owner is listed in some of these documents. Now, that isn't a restaurant that is claiming to serve human meat by any means, but some of this just seems like there are a lot of conspiracies that make you wonder. Now, again, Boebert noted that while the restaurant name alone isn't proof of cannibalism, but contextual clustering of the terms paired with a discussion that appeared to describe torture raises alarming questions. Don't you think? I think it would. But Boebert said, I saw more emails about torture. These code conversations still have a very clear topic, that torture was big. It was a big driver for them. And these were sick people doing very, very sick things. And as you mentioned, there are many women who are involved in this. You have folks who are working directly for Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And a lot of these women are the ones sending emails saying, here's one, 10 years old, 11 years old, 9 years old. These disgusting fucking pigs. This is what we've seen. This is what we hear. This is what we're finding out. But yet, the pedophiles keep walking our streets, running our governments, running the corporations, playing on movies in Hollywood piss ants, and nothing gets done about it. women that stand up to pee are liberals. You damn right, Liberty Guy. Welcome to the show, Liberty Guy. And yeah, they blame it on the prostate. What the hell? Men who sit down and pee are in Congress. 90% at least. You got that right too, Conrad. Oh my God, you show right on that one. But this is the kind of sick, degenerate stuff that's going on, guys, right under our noses. Now it's in the public. And guess what? Nobody gives two shits. They're not going to do a thing about it. When did pedophilia become okay? When did perversion become okay? Every time you turn around, this is what happened. And nobody does a damn thing about it. They're breeding children like cattle. No birth certificates so they don't get traced. Exactly, Rock. This is the problem, guys. We have got a sick generation of people running our government and everything that I just said, and we can't do a damn thing about it. This is what's sick. But some people are being held accountable. This Emirati oligarch named in Epstein file loses CEO, chairman post at DP World. What is DP World? I do not know. It's DP World CEO Sultan Ahmad bin Salami that I was talking about earlier. His name kept popping up. Is out of a job after Representative Ro Khan, Democrat of California, indicated on the House floor that he had likely been implicated in the Epstein files. Well, he got canned. Yeah, what is that? The government of Dubai on Friday announced Essa Kazem would become the DP World Chairman, while some dude would take over as CEO. The statement did not mention Ben Salami at all. So that is just out of Dubai. So, but one person being held accountable, but the dude's probably rich as shit anyway, so he doesn't have to worry about money. Yes, deep pedophile, Cecil. Satan is walking among us. Bingo! You got that right, Joe Public. We got a mix of bag of stuff here tonight, guys, so we're going to get through these and show a few videos off. So, billions in foreign cash tied to U.S. climate network draws scrutiny from Republican AGs. Now, the Republican Attorney General on Friday from, I can't even remember where he's from, but the Department of Justice to investigate dozens of U.S.-based nonprofits for potential violation of federal foreign agents laws after receiving nearly $2 billion of foreign funding over the past decade. This is the shit that still goes on, guys. We're still seeing people under Pam Bondi's watch not being held accountable for people committing crimes. You see, we wouldn't even be paying all these taxes if this government was caught a long time ago. Be it Republican, be it Democrat, or spending our money on shit that should not be spent on. This is why I keep saying we need a citizen audit committee made up of just pure people like me and you and everybody else on here that has nothing to do with the government to audit every penny that they spend, because there's no oversight when it comes to our taxpayers' money. They can do what they want, send it where they want, and obviously we're seeing it. Look what Doge brought up with all the pervert shit that they send out, the condoms to Africa so they can screw monkeys or whatever it was. It's all this stuff. This is what got to stop, guys. This is why we need this committee. And I can't get it out there. Hopefully this summer I can get over to D.C. and try to get some words out to people, because this is exactly what we need to see. We need an audit committee of citizens. No government people, no politicians, nothing. That's what has to happen. Number 25 is about worshipers of Baal that they had their heads severed and hung against the sun. Wow. That's crazy right there, Radical Right. All right, let's keep going. Sanctuary policies. Listen to this. You got this will piss you off even more too. Sanctuary policies let alleged child predator roam free until DHS made Portland, Oregon airport arrest. Oh, yeah. Portland, Oregon. Letting out pedophiles, murderers, and everybody. And because they're illegal criminals and try to hide them from ICE, and they should, and the DHS, they should be arrested immediately. We keep saying this shit, but it never gets done. The people that allowed this to happen should have been arrested along with that pedophile that they just arrested at the airport. Whoever let them go knowing, and that whoever's at the superintendent of the prison, the warden, should go right down with them too. Whoever released that dumb son of a bitch and whoever ordered the release needs to be in prison right away. Will we see it? Hell no. Too many pansies around here. House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan. Don't worry, he's got it under control now, guys. What are we going to do? We're going to hold another hearing. Yes, sir, Bob. That'll teach them. Jim Jordan working on sanctuary city crackdown legislation. Code word, we're going to hold a hearing that comes up with nothing. Here it is. House Judiciary Committee Jim Jordan of Ohio this week suggests that the panel he leads would hold a markup of bills to crack down on sanctuary cities in the coming weeks as major metropolitan areas continue to clash with Trump administration over immigration enforcement. How pathetic is this? We see this and hear this every damn day. It's so sick, it's unreal. Nothing gets done. I can bring you all the news you want. I can tell you what they're going to do, but we never see an outcome. Never. And that's the most pathetic part. Bondi definitely needs to go, Rock Justice. We need somebody in there that will actually grab a sack and put somebody in jail. Nobody's getting done. Or do we know where our tax money's going? Hell yeah, it's going to terrorists. Why? Because you got government people helping them, like Raghead herself, Omar, helping them out. You got the AG in Minnesota, where Josh Hawley, man, just tore him a new one in a hearing. Oh, he tore him a new one. That dumb son of a bitch helped these people with this and allowed them to happen. He took $10,000 from them. Oh, yeah. I did not download it. It was like 7 minutes long, but that was the best ass tearing I have ever seen in there. It was awesome. And then Ron Paul was chairing this committee that Josh Hawley was tearing, and he tried to tell Josh Hawley how to ask his questions. And Josh Hawley looked at him and said, I'll ask however the hell I want to ask. Oh, that was freaking awesome. Ron Paul's a little bitch, and he needs to go too. Here we got a badass governor, Texas governor, exposes hypocrisy of Democrats' push for states' rights in Minnesota after Biden years. Oh, yeah. Greg Abbott called out the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party advocating for states' rights in Minnesota after he widely lambasted and even sued for his efforts to enforce the border during the Biden administration. Yes, sir, Bob. And this is what the Democrats do. The Democrats are pushing to keep these immigrant criminals in this country. And we can say it again, say it over and over again, for the votes. The extortionists give all the money to terrorists. Exactly, they do, Joe Public. That's who Epstein worships, and all those pedophiles. Yes, it is. That was another show trial for the puppets and midwits that will come to nothing. Exactly, one Dover. Nothing ever comes out of these hearings. It's a waste of taxpayer money, and it needs to stop. Well, I don't even see the Clintons being up there yet. When's that going to happen? But they defied a subpoena. Nothing happened to them. Everybody's defying subpoenas. Nothing happens to nobody. It's so pathetic. It's unreal. All right. What else we got going here? This crucial state is the latest battleground in redistricting war between Trump and the Democrats. If I'm right, this is the Virginia one that we talked about, that piece of shit activist judge, and I guarantee, and I think this judge was actually appointed by Trump. But yes, it is. It is about the Democrats and Spermberger, the new governor in Virginia, allowing them to do their redistricting in favor of the Democrats. Of course, worthless Spermberger and the Democrats would do this. And we've got more of this too. That's not the first one. And it won't be the last one. But we got some more. Unhinged anti-ICER attacks live streamer. Oh yeah, wait till you see this, guys. Don't piss off Hot Wheels. He will set you aflame. Gregory. But you guys got to watch this. This is what the Democrats have unleashed with their condoning mental illness and their violent rhetoric is what caused this stuff to happen. You guys got to listen to this because this unhinged anti-ICER drunk attacks live streamer, grabs realistic looking airsoft gun and gets face full of pepper spray, then loses her job too. I did not see this in the video. I did watch it, but I did not see her get pepper sprayed. But it supposedly happened, so let's take a look.
That's why you're sitting here mad.
She's chipping out.
You wanna be.
She's chipping out. Me what? You've drank too much. You've drank too much. You are drinking too much. Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
You're an evil ass son of a bitch.
How much have you drank tonight? How much have I don't think so.
It's fuck ice.
I don't think so.
Every Nazi ass, Gestapo ass, pink dick ass bitch that can't stay hard enough to impregnate his cousin to continue his bloodline.
They got 3D over here.
We're trying to steal shit.
Thank you.
Are you good? You just tried to steal
Yeah, you stole my phone, you dumb bitch. You're stealing my phone.
You can't steal someone's phone. You can't.
You can't steal someone's phone, you dummy. If you were maced, you wouldn't be able to see, you dummy. You can see you're not maced.
That's hers, I think.
Why are you trying to steal?
Yeah, see, we're not stealing your phone.
I didn't try and steal.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. You had it in your hand, you dumb bitch, and running away from me. You picked it up and was running away.
She tried to steal your phone? She did. Why?
Now, this is what the Democrats have unleashed in this country. And yet they are chimping out. That was funny as shit right there, Fix. And they even had the chimp sound. Yes, they did. I tell you what, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But this is what happens because of the violent rhetoric that's spewed by these piece of shit Democrats. And you see this every single day. We need to open more insane asylums quickly and start putting these people in there. I'm telling you what, it never ends. Hey, let's talk about activist judges. Here's Boasberg again, back in the news with his activist bullshit. Boasberg issued a bombshell overnight order. Says he's trying to force violent illegals from El Salvador super prison to be returned to the United States on taxpayer dime. Fuck that bald-headed bitch. They ain't coming back here, and the Trump administration better not give in to this activist piece of shit. He should have been removed from the bench ages ago. But he is trying to make them bring them back. And he's not the only one. Listen to this one. A judge orders DHS to give Minnesota detainees swift access to lawyers before transfers. Where was the swift lawyers, where access to lawyers for the J6 people that spent years in a DC Gitmo with no heat and no food and no shower and no lawyers and no nothing? Where was the justice for them? That never came until Trump got back into office. This is bullshit. More activist judges are getting ridiculous and getting out of control. All right, where are we at here? What else we got here? Oh, wait till you see this rug top looking guy. Democrat congressman has a chilling threat to the border official should terrify every American. Oh, yeah, listen to this. On February 10th, during a heated House Homeland Security Committee hearing, another hearing, Democratic Representative Sri Vailander, whatever his name, he looks like he got a rug on his head, told U.S. Custom Border Protection Commission Rodney Scott, you better hope you get pardoned. That was his words. Listen to this. That's a threat. Who was deeply disturbed by Thander's words. He didn't say you violated the law, you should be investigated. What he said was, when power changes hands, we're going to punish you for enforcing the law. That distinction is everything, he warned. This is what the Democrats are going to do. They are going to try to lock up anyone and everyone that was standing up for the law and fighting for the law, enforcing the real laws that are in here. So they're going to start putting people in jail for this stuff. And he let the word out of the cat out of the bag right there. The corruption is going to start if we do not stop these Democrats in their tracks from regaining any power whatsoever. That's a fact. Exactly one, right, Rundover. 24/7. I don't have it down here, but mine's upstairs. I am not worried about that. Now listen to more patheticness of the Democrat Party, guys. AOC claims American flag represents labor activists who spilled blood at AOW conference. Oh, yeah. This is the bitch that thinks she's going to run for president in 2028. So now our flag represents labor activists who spilled their blood. Oh, yeah. Can we have any more patheticness in these Democrats? How do we stop it? By getting out and voting, guys. Remember the 10-10-10 rule. Text 10 people, email 10 people, talk to 10 people, whatever it is. We've got to win this election, guys. It is do or die. Because if they do win, Trump will be impeached, and we will have a lame duck Congress government for 2 more years. We cannot do this, guys. Exactly, Shell. Thank you. Fuck AOC, the donkey-looking bitch. McDummy reverses campaign promises for rental assistance program. Turns out, surprise, surprise, it's too expensive. A dumbass jihadist Muslim has never had a job in his life, made all these false promises like they always do on campaign trails, and these dumbass sheep believed it and put a Muslim in there where he had no right running a lemonade stand, let alone running in one of the biggest cities in our country. And now, of course, another one, another lie. Guys, can I tell you again how many times a Muslim lies? Every time their mouth runs, it's a lie. It's no lie. All right, couple more here, and we're going to get to some videos. Oh, listen to this. I'm so sad. Disney World Pride event, Gay Days, on pause for 2026. Why? Because their sponsorship is pulling out. There's no support. Gee, I wonder why. We've got to fix our elections. 2020 still hasn't been rectified at all. Exactly, Wendover. Is we think we're going to see anything with that? 2020 is fixed. How many more have we seen fixed in here, guys? We've been seeing elections being fixed longer than I've been alive. And that's 58 years, working on 59 now this year. But no more gay days for Disney. Oh, I'm so upset. I love it because it needs to stop. The event advertised returning favorites like Drag Bingo, Porn Bingo, and the Mr. Gay Days leather competition, the Miss Gay Days pageant, and the legendary Puppy Mosh, whatever. This is pathetic. Walt Disney is turning over in his grave what these people have done to the greatest place on earth. It's so pathetic. It's disgusting. I'm almost ashamed to have all those tattoos on my arms because of that. But that place was the best place on earth. It is the most expensive, ridiculous priced place in the world. And it is the worst. It is not for a family anymore at all. Two more. DEI climate agenda advances through progressive-backed lawsuits, new report shows. DEI is supposed to be out of here because of the Trump administration. They keep trying to bring it back, and you got living proof of how many DEI hires that they've had in this government. And it showed under the Biden administration, that's for sure. They finally got along with them. So Alliances for Consumer Reports find strategic litigation targeting DEI and climate policies has become the left's preferred battleground since the Obama era. This is all the Democrats have to run on. They should never hold an elected position again. What a gay horsey. Hey. Conrad. Oh, there it is. You heard it right. That was from Conrad over here. Don't quit your day job, Conrad. All right. Last thing I got for you guys. Where's it at? The pathetic NBC. Oh, you guys got to hear this. A female skier was born a female, but claims to be a man now. Doesn't take hormones or nothing like that. So NBC says it apologizes for calling a female skier a she. This is how pathetic NBC is. The Olympic skier at the center of a misgendering, no, you're a female, that was not misgendering, scandal was not publicly claimed to be offended, but one media outlet is apologizing profusely anyway. A Swedish skier, Ellis Lundholm, competed in freestyle skiing women's mogul on Wednesday, but believes she's a man. According to the Associated Press, Lundholm was assigned female at birth and identifies as a man. Well, I don't give a flying fuck what she identifies. She's a man. She's a woman. The Swedish skier team told the outlet that the athlete does not take any hormonal treatments and has not had any surgeries. But while London finished 25th in the competition, she sucks anyways. NBC accidentally ensured her broader coverage was allegedly misgendered her. Website Outsports covered the apparent outrage, relaying the remarks from NBC Peacock color commentator during the event. Getting off course here, though, she just skids. I don't know what the hell they typed in here. They are messed this up real bad. But listen to this. Oh, she just skids out of that gate. She's going to hop up and go around to make sure she does not DNF as she continues down the line here, the commentator reportedly stated. Queer U.S. figure skater trashes Trump administration before taking social media, breaking a hate. This is ridiculous. NBC sends out an apology this week to multiple outlets, including Outkick, explaining that NBC Sports takes this matter seriously. If you were serious, you dumb fucks, you would be calling her a she like she is, and you would not be apologizing for calling her what she actually is. Dumbasses. This is what you get with the fake news media trying to pull this shit off and saying there's more than one thing. You could just say you're a man, you're a woman, you're a tree, you're a cat, you're a dog, whatever the fuck you feel like it, and it's okay. This is the most pathetic we've ever seen going on, guys. This is what we've got to keep out of our country. This stuff's got to stop. As soon as you see shit like this, the FCC should pull NBC's license, ABC's, all of them, and make them go back at it again. Fine them millions of dollars a day to get them to stop this shit. This is pathetic. All right, here we go. I got something from Johnny on X. Guys, we're going to end this week, right, for the last 15 minutes of the show with some videos that I've had. I've got a lot of them to go through. Some I've had for a while. I'm going to keep it. But this one came in today from Johnny on X, and a Somali agents of ICE Take a look.
We're the Somali agents of ICE. We are ICE agents. When they go after brown, they send the whites. But we go after whites because we're brown. Equal racism.
Wallahi, we're gonna catch them all.
Hello? ICE? I see a guy who looks British outside. He might be illegal.
We're on it. He's around here somewhere. I can smell his cracker ash. Oh, there he is.
What is these gentlemen? Well, this is queer and unusual. What can I do for you?
You comply or you die.
What is this accent you have?
You comply or you die.
Where are you from?
I'm here on a work visa.
No.
England.
England?
10-4, he's resisting. 10-4, back up. Send back up, he's resisting.
I'm resisting nothing, sir. I demand to know what is going on.
You saw it. He ran over my shoe.
Get out.
He ran over my Jordans.
You have a gun? I think this is some sort of mistake, sir. You must speak to my employer. I'm here legally. Am I being detained? Check my pocket. I have papers.
This is the great replacement.
Well, pardon me, sir.
Help me. Get over the phone.
Help me. I'm screwed. Oh, these submarines are kidnapping me. Oh, dear Lord, Maggie. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Mummy, I won't be home for black pudding. No, please don't hurt me, sir. Please don't hurt me, sir.
Police. You're keeping America safe.
Now that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Thank you for that, Johnny. That is funny right there. Yes, it is. All righty then. Here, what do you got here? This is Red Pill. I've had this one for a while. Let's see what this one is.
We are losing Gen X to Trump. Do something.
Release teen movie star from the 80s.
Orange man bad. Pink is pretty. If you support ICE, we will find you and kill you.
This is what I think of ICE.
Medic.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's climate change, Barbie.
How dare you!
She can fight from protest to protest in her private jet.
Come on, climate change Barbie. Let's go to the World Economic Forum.
Pull her string, and she can say the coolest
Only global
things.
communism can save us.
Get her a sign to stick it to them now.
Free Palestine. Do as I say and not as I do.
So get yours today.
I love you, climate change Barbie. Home ownership is racist. And racism destroys the planet.
Climate change, Barbie.
Damn it, Bruce, you can't do anything right. That's why your career is a joke. Pathetic.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I've had that one for a while. I didn't watch all that one. But hey, here's a Minnesota fraud cartoon. Everything is racist. That's just the perfect, that is the Democrats' word for everything now. Take a look.
I was trying to check my son Joey in.
Let's try the back door. $4 million in the last 2 years.
What the fuck is this?
Let's open the door.
I'm the captain now.
We need to get this to Mr. Walsh.
Sir, the Somali daycares have profited money off of U.S. taxpayer money.
You guys are just racist.
There you go. Had that one for a while too. Everything's racist. Everything's racist. What else we got here? I don't know if I've ever shown this one or not. This one shows it's replaced, it's called. I think we might have sold this one. Let's see if we saw this one, I'm going to stop it and we'll play another one. That is what's going to happen in this world. That's definitely what's coming with the robots and AI and all this stuff. You never find anything. AI is really stupid. That's for a fact. They can't even spell. And I do use it, but they can't even spell. They don't know what day it is. It is bad. And unless I guess maybe they want you to pay for it. You guys ever look into paying for AI? They want like $60 a month. It's like you're out your damn minds. Hell no, I wouldn't pay for that shit. I got one on my editing program that'll help me, and I don't even know how to use it yet. But they sit there, and if you do something with the AI, and you have to buy like points to use, like 450 points every time you do something. If they get it wrong, if they misspell something or anything that's wrong on there, you have to pay for it again to fix it. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. It's about time, Radical Right. We've been low, man. That's great. Awesome tonight for Friday night. That's freaking awesome over in Getter. Kick ass tonight. That's awesome. Guys, welcome. Man, thank you for coming and joining me on this Friday night. It's been awesome. We got a lot going on, and I can't even keep up with chat, and I love that. The fact that I can't keep up with chat. But guys, we got a lot more to go, and we cleared the inbox out, guys. Nothing left in my inbox. So anything from now until Monday night for the weekend wrap up, guys, we're going to go over everything. If there's anything important that goes up over the weekend, I'll try to jump on and give you the news if it's really, really important. If not, we'll wait till Monday night and kick that off with a great old weekend wrap up and see what's going on. Hopefully they find the poor old lady, Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie, and get her back home. Hopefully she's okay. But guys, thank you again. Take their AI and shove it. There you go, Cecil. It's going to be bad. I mean, it could be used for good if it happens, but I don't think it's going to. It's dangerous. So thank you, Marianne. Guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. I love you all for joining me. It's great. Let's get some more people in here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this stream out after we're done. Guys, let people know where the truth comes from, and that's here on the Conservative Viewpoint. We're going to have a blast. So, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. Let me find where I've got to start off with here. Where did I go? Here we go. All right, guys, we've covered a lot of ground tonight. We've looked into the ledgers, the depraved, and the rhetoric from the desperate Democrats. It's enough to make anyone want to pull the covers over their heads and hide. But before I let you go on this Friday, the 13th night, I want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing to spend these dark hours here with me, seeking the light of truth, when it's so much easier just to stay asleep, like the Democrats. I want you all to have a great weekend. Hug your families a little tighter. Keep your eyes open and your spirit guarded. Because remember, the things we talk about tonight, they don't just disappear because you turn off the TV or turn off your computers. The truth doesn't need your permission to exist. And the monsters we expose tonight, they're still out there, lurking in the shadows and protecting their own. So as you head to bed tonight, just remember, the scariest thing about Friday the 13th isn't a mask or a movie. It's the reality that the people running this world are capable of things you wouldn't even dare to dream. Sleep well, America, if you can. I'll see you right back here Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the weekend wrap-up. We'll see what else crawls out of the darkness while the world was looking the other way. Good night, guys. Have a great weekend and watch the shadows. I'll see you back here live on Monday. Good night, everyone.